Welcome back to the Nebraska Furniture Mart Locker Room Show, where tonight I caught up with Kent Swanson of Arrowhead Pride, who talked about the new release of the KC Draft Guide, the Championship Edition, to get Chiefs fans all set for the upcoming draft. Here's part one of our conversation. Your draft guide, it is one of the most comprehensive, awesome draft guides to get anyone prepared for the NFL draft, especially for Chiefs fans. Why did you guys decide that you wanted to do this, and what do you really love about putting this together?
I mean, the funny thing is, I think we've been doing this for free for a long time. So, this is something that just has always been kind of part of all the guys that have been doing this. It's a passion of ours. This is a passion project. That's what this is.
Yeah.
And now we just kind of found this way to organize it into a comprehensive guide of all of our thoughts. And it's a little bit bigger of a process, but we're so glad to get to share all this stuff with everybody.
Yeah, well, I have certainly loved getting an opportunity to read it, and it definitely provides a lot of insight, not only from the Chiefs' previous season, but also what they can look forward to. Your thoughts on this year's draft and the fact that it's going to be all virtual?
It's wild. I mean, this is such a unique circumstance that we're all in, obviously. And, it sounds like the broadcast is going to be kind of similar as well. It's going to be very stripped down. And, for the hardcore nerds like myself, it's not going to change too much. It may not be as quality of a broadcast for some other people, though.
For sure. Well, what should the Chiefs be looking for with the first pick, whether it is that 32nd overall pick or whether something gets moved around and they draft at a different point?
Yeah, they're kind of in a weird position right now where there's definitely several areas that they could go early in the draft. I think there's a variety of picks and decisions that they can make that would make a lot of sense for this football team. Cornerback, linebacker, interior offensive line, even wide receiver, because after 2020, there's still going to be a lot of decisions and a lot of need for the receiver position as well. So it's really open for them, and trade back too as a prime candidate. This is such a weird time for the Chiefs because I do think it's a very open slate for them about what they could ultimately, do.
Yeah, so the 32nd overall pick is that kind of strange pick where it's the Lamar Jackson pick, I like to put it. You could end up with somebody really good, but if you trade it away, you also could get probably a lot more than it's worth. What do you think the Chiefs should do with that pick?
No, I think it obviously kind of depends on who's available, but I do think there's a lot of logic to moving out of that pick because you're right. It's the round one tax. It's the 5th-year option tax that all those first round picks get that extra year of club control. And I think it'd be a logical decision if the Chiefs wanted to move back 5 or 6 spots. You're giving yourself an extra pick that's significant, especially since they have depleted assets. They only have 5 picks, and they do have several needs on this football team that they definitely need to address before the season starts. So I think it makes a lot of sense to move back. All right, thanks, Kent.